Hello YouTube, Digital Styx here, and there's a reason I haven't made any videos in a while, and here we are. We are working on a major issue here at the house. So this is the repair, and it don't look like it's as major of an issue. I mean, it's obviously a lot of work, but this isn't even the half of it. Let's turn the light on here. But this building was full of shit, and so I moved my laundry into the house by building a laundry, and now we no longer regularly come into this building. And so not only were there roots of this line, but the line was being crushed by this ridiculous stone wall on this building, which I busted out. These stones I took out from here to create some clearance. That's where the this building actually had a bathroom. That's where it came out. That's actually angled so it will come too low. And that also created part of the problem. This line was being pulled down, tapped in right there. It's a really half-assed job. I mean, it wasn't at all proper. And but down here was where the line was completely destroyed and a massive root ball. So the clog was here, but it caused the backup, and it overflowed into there. Anyways, as you can see, I kind of shored up the building, the rock with those cinder blocks, and they extend down past the line. So hopefully some of the pressure from the wall makes it down, gets diverted below the grade of the new line. And there's another set of cinder blocks I put in there. And then I'm just packing in the dirt real good. And I'll probably just have to keep coming back and packing that once in a while. So I've got a major mess to clean up on the inside. And don't mind the mess. I've got stuff out of the building. It's just been a major project. I still got to clean out. I got to go through and do bleach and remove some sheetrock. Here's my other project that has been ongoing. This guy is a major butthead. This is Jake. He just had his leg amputated because he was shot apparently by the neighbors. And it looks like he's going to do really well on 3 legs. I mean, he's actually destroyed another pin. It's been really hard to contain always. So this thing might be holding up. I came up with another solution that was going to be a lot cheaper to potentially at least, he's supposed to be no more than 10 by 10. But I was giving up, and I was just going to contain him to this porch by putting welded wire all the way around it. But I went ahead and picked up this pin because, during some of the colder weather or different extreme weather events, I've not really had a proper thing to do for my dogs. I give them the best care I can outside, but I just can't have them in the house. And now with this thing, I'll be able to bring them in on the really cold nights or really hot weather or whatever, as long as there's room for this in the house, which there is while it's just me and my son. So once I get married again, that might be another story. But in the meantime, the other thing is this outbuilding will be more suitable once I finish cleaning it, and it's no longer going to have, I've got to keep it warm anyway. So just to be able to keep them contained is a good deal. Hey, Jakers. Hey boy, are you going to be a good boy? He's being a major pain. He feels a lot better having the broken leg off. It's, I didn't realize this, dogs don't really show pain a whole lot, but he seemed to be, I could see him, he was still being happy once in a while, but he's being back to being a major pain in the butt. So he's escaped several times, and he's taken about as much work to deal with between the vet visits and containing him as the whole plumbing fiasco. I have 2 kennels, and they can be combined into a 40-foot square, which is pretty cool because a single kennel is only 10 by 10. I had it in a L shape, but this morning, to contain him, to go try to find a different pen for him, I had to make it back into 2 kennels because he cannot be left with the other dogs right now. They will try to lick his wound and cause a big mess. So that's where that stands. But kind of convenient to have the option to separate them. One thing I noticed is, the vet told me Jake looked thin. He's kind of always been that way, but he really wolfed down his food when he wasn't having to compete with Buddy there, who's an absolute pig, right, Buddy? Can't see him very well in the light, but he's an Australian Shepherd. Hey, Buddy. And then this is Bruce. He's also a pain in the butt at his own times, but he's a good boy. So that's our doggies, and this is the house. It forms a courtyard, and the stonework does give it character until you're a do-it-yourselfer like myself, and it causes me no shortage of grief and challenges, but I guess in between challenges, it's nice to have the character. So, anyways, I gotta quit yakking, and this is kind of an experiment. I tried to make another video. It didn't turn out, so I'm hoping that it's using my Bluetooth headset as a microphone, and then this will probably work. If not, I may have to consider voicing over, and hopefully the footage turned out. I just realized I was forgetting to go slow. But this also involved cutting out concrete from from here all the way down. I originally was stopping here, and the pipe cracked right there. So I went further, and it was looking kind of dicey, but the existing pipe wasn't even glued, so I didn't even have to worry about making a cut on that part. I get to just glue right into it, and I'm hoping there seems to be no trouble with the pipe from here over to just over there. So hopefully, my hope is that I don't have to, this lines up with the sidewalk, and it angles towards the door, so it's not really. I'm going to finish cutting that off. You can see I have well, you can't hardly see them. No, it's covered, but there's a line already scored, and I'm going to finish busting off that concrete, and then it'll be kind of a clean cut out there. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I'll probably just end up pouring concrete, probably just in this section. And, well, I don't know. I may line it back up with the porch. We'll see. But anyhow, my other plan, I'm going to add a clean out. And I wanted to add it, originally I was going to add it up here. But then I realized that if I add it here, I can minimize the joints. And so less joints, less places for roots to potentially, something to give way and roots to intrude. But I'm going to be very generous with the glue. And I won't be able to do the twist on a lot of it, so I'll be as generous as I can with the glue and get her done. And then I've got like 7 bags of sand to start with, and we'll see how much that lets me bed it. But I'm going to make sure it's bedded real good with sand. When I pull this line out, this is just temporarily there, and when I pull it back out, I'm going to trench it out a little bit more, make sure it's got some good clearance, and then it's just going to be better than a good layer of sand. And hopefully it'll last for a long time, because this was not fun. But neither is having shit filling in the building. So this had been a problem once before, and it was good to go ahead and address it properly. Basically, when I bought the house from the friends, I knew that years before I bought it from them, they'd had an ordeal here, and he kind of described how hard it was to get the line clear, and that they suspected that this wall may be crushing the line in places. And sure enough, it was a disaster, and I was just trying to explore, and I accidentally busted a part of the line upstream of the leak, and that meant that I had the full job to do. It was for the best, though, because I don't know if I could have got it unclogged, and I don't know how long it'd last, so this is going to be good. But anyways, my name, Digital Styx, is actually a combination of the technology that I enjoy and the fact that I do live in the sticks. So not many people out here are into VR and the rest of that, but it's cool. I'm just waiting on some better internet, and then I can make more content potentially. But I don't intend to be a YouTuber. I intend to be a school teacher. So, and once I'm teaching, I plan to incorporate the technology into the classroom as much as possible. So, Anyways, thank you for watching. If you're not already a subscriber, of course, that's always appreciated. And click the bell, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I don't need to remind everybody. You know what you can do if you want to help support me out. I appreciate it. I'll be back with some other stuff as soon as possible. If I actually grew a subscriber base or could actually get any kind of return on the investment of time, I would be doing some how-to videos and everything. And I know doing them ahead of time could potentially pay off, but it's just really hard to make regularly scheduled content when there's no return. And something like this, I just had to go all in. But if I had subscribers and I was making money as I worked, you know, I could certainly turn it into content that way, and that would help out. But I don't, and I have to get back to schoolwork. I got to get caught up on everything basically past this. So now it looks like the video's messing up. So again, thank you for watching, and have a good day.